Hi, Pastor Henry Razor here, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I recently wrote this book, Biblically Black and Blessed, what the Bible says about God's relationship with black people. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Arkansas. I was born in a little town in Arkansas, and I grew up in the Mississippi Delta in the cotton fields there. And the Lord raised me up. He raised me up. He brought me to a point that I was a global engineering manager for some of the most technical people in the world. They were fiber optic telecommunication engineers. And in this position, I had a chance to actually interact and witness with black people worldwide, whether they were from South Africa, Nigeria, Morocco, Tanzania, or whether they were in Brazil, or there were black that I interact with in London, black Britons. And what I learned is that black people throughout the world are the most spiritually aware and the most God-sensitive people that I see, and I say that, and I know this is not a scientific a poll or a scientific study, but just in my observations, right? And so I sought God, and I wanted to know why. And this book will explain to you. It tells you about the responsibilities that God gave, put on black people even before he called Abraham. It tells you about the responsibilities that black people actually dealt with, responsibilities that we had throughout the Bible. I want to encourage you to get this book and read it. And read it in prayer, and it'll minister to you, it'll motivate you, it will encourage you, and just knowing who you are and the amount of responsibility and trust that God has placed in black people, it will bless your soul. And this book is not just a book for black people, because everyone has a part in God's plan for the world. So we all benefit in knowing what God's plan is for each individual and each person, down to the personal level. So I want to encourage you, grab this book, read it, it'll bless your soul. Thank you.